My apologies if you've been looking earlier in the day for my video report. I'm obviously late for Thursday, and I'm going to get to your free selections in just a moment. But it's been an interesting week. Monday, I woke up, my good leg, my good knee, swollen like the size of a cantaloupe. Getting progressively worse to the point where I'm back on crutches by Tuesday, waiting to get to see the orthopedist on Wednesday. I go yesterday. Naturally, they drain the knee and they inject it with some good stuff. And, we got to wait till the swelling goes down to see if there is any ligament damage with an MRI. So, it's been interesting. Getting out of bed, standing in the shower, walking back to my desk. These are three things that I was not particularly enthused about doing today and didn't quite do at a jackrabbit's pace. But I got to tell you, for years I was a reporter and I used to see guys get their knees drained all the time and get them shot up in the locker rooms. I used to think, I really don't want to have to do that. But I have to be honest with you, didn't hurt at all. Doesn't hurt at all. I mean, you feel that little pinch. They're numbing up the putting that numbing agent on your knee, and they put that damn little needle in. I mean, compared to prostate biopsies, getting your knee drained, it's a little less intense. And by the way, for you men out there, if you're scared, you don't get your PSA done, please get your PSA done. Be smart. I'm on the every 6-month plan for that over the past 20 years. Had prostate surgery a couple of years ago. Prostate biopsies, I mean, really not that bad. Now, my problem was my urologist was one of these guys. He did play-by-play while he was giving me the prostate biopsies. He was doing 24 of them. So, after every single one, he'd say, okay, ready for the next one? You're going to feel a little pinch. Well, after the first 8 or 9, hey, you're going to feel a little pinch. I had to tell him, please, enough with the play-by-play. Let's just get done these things. I knew there were 24 of them coming. But even that isn't so bad, man. So please don't be scared of those type of things. I got to tell you, of all the different things I've had done to me, getting these staples taken out of your chest after you're cut from here down to there. One time I had 24 staples. One time I had 27. And, some of them don't hurt at all. Some of them hurt like hell. And the worst part is, when the nurse is taking them off or the doctor's taking them off. And you always pray it's a nurse that's taking them off because the doctor is like... he's in a rush. That ain't his job. They're taking the staples and they put them in this little, I don't know, maybe it's a bedpan, a little metal thing, and you hear this little cling. Well, you can count. I'm not looking, but I'm counting, and I'm going, okay, I got 24, and that's number 10. Please, dear Lord, get down the next 14. So, an order of ranking of the importance, I'd say in terms of the pain level, I'd say getting the staples out of the chest, getting the prostate biopsy, getting the knee drained, they're all there. But I got to tell you things, the worst thing in the world I've ever had done to me. Absolutely, hands down. Both times when I was cut down the chest, one for major surgery, I guess they were both major surgeries. My one doctor, I don't know what possessed him to put they put this pack on your chest, to compress the area. So when you can get out of bed, they torture you 8 hours after surgery, make you get out of bed, so you press this pack against you. He used duct tape on the damn thing to adhere it to my chest. Now, I had no problem the first go round because they shaved my chest. The second time they shaved my chest, and of course, I'm asleep. I'm in the operating room. They shaved my chest. But he didn't put the duct tape on the part of the chest that is shaved. Guys, do I look like a guy that really wants to have duct tape on that chest? Oh my God, that was agony. Kind nurse, very kind nurse. Took her about an hour and 15 minutes with little scissors, cutting as I'm pulling. Because this is not, think of that scene in the 40-year-old virgin with Steve Carell? Yeah, it's 100 times worse than that. Believe me, 100 times worse than that. But anyway, I digress because there are more agonizing things in this world, like potentially watching tonight's game between 2 and 12 teams, Jacksonville and Tennessee. Listen, if you thought last week's game was a cure for insomnia, oh my God, that Rams-Cardinals game might seem like a Super Bowl event compared to tonight's game. But ultimately, hey, it's a 50-50 betting proposition. Somebody wins, somebody doesn't. And maybe you ought to check out Jeff Benton, because not only is he going for winning day number 7 out of 10, winning day number 36 out of 56, but tonight, the most important thing is it's 75-time NFL winner number 11 out of 14. He has won 8 straight Thursday football plays. In that stretch, he has won 6 straight NFL 75-time releases, just like tonight. Last week, of course, it was the Cardinals with the road upset. Before that, it was the Cowboys over the Bears. And then Thanksgiving, it was the Eagles over the Cowboys. You can save $70 by using coupon code JEFF, Jeff. By the way, $10 bettors have won a little over $21,000 since April in all sports following his betting advice. Scott Delaney, 777 triple play of the day. AFC South total of the month, just as strong as his Monday night winner on the Saints. You get it for $7.77 by using coupon code SD777. FYI, Scott Delaney and Anthony Red, who's going for NFL Major Wager winner number 6 out of 7, they have the opposite totals on tonight's game. And I always tell you guys this because 75% of you out there are involved in long-term packages with various handicappers. This way, if you have one, you know what the other guy already has. Least I can do for you. And then Shawn Michaels going for winning day number 127 out of 213. He has made $10 bettors on all sports, $24,150 over the past 20 months. Not bad. He's going for his 59 non-conference lock of the year tonight, Cleveland State and Virginia. You get it for $22, just like his fourth straight NFL teaser winner you got on Sunday with the Colts and the Patriots. You get it for $22. Save $77 in the process by using coupon code Sean22. All your other promos, blah, 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 blah. Over on the homepage, I'm tired of talking about it. What's my free pick run? I split last night. Told you the best free pick was Nebraska-Omaha. And remember, in case you're on Jeopardy, their nickname is the Mavericks. They were the best bet. Unfortunately, the other play on Eastern Michigan did not come through. But hell, I've won 16 out of 21 free picks since last Monday, so you can live with it. Let's talk about first basketball, and then I'm going to circle back to this NFL game tonight, which I'd start talking about that first, but I might lull myself to sleep. It might be like narcolepsy. Tonight, I'm looking at the Bulls. Let's check the latest price here on Chicago. Give me 1 second, guys. You got to love these live updates. NBA, look on our scoreboard. The Chicago Bulls, wow, they're still a 13-point favorite. Well, here's the deal. Today, during the pregame shoot-around, the morning shoot-around, Derrick Rose did not participate. Taj Gibson did not participate. Both are questionable for tonight's game. Carmelo Anthony is anywhere from questionable to doubtful for the Knicks, who are also going to be out without Amare. He's out. J.R. Smith is still out. This is Ivan Shumpert is still out. I mean, this is a team that doesn't have much, that being the Knicks. And I like the Bulls here in this particular spot. Listen, they've been idle since losing 93-86 to Atlanta on Monday, and that concluded a 3 games and 4-day stretch, which started with a home game when they took care of business against Portland last Friday. Even if Derrick Rose doesn't play, it's not like the Bulls aren't accustomed to him not playing. Now, Taj Gibson, yeah, that would hurt, but listen, Noah is expected back after missing the last 4 games with various injuries. The Knicks are coming off a 107-87 loss to Dallas on Tuesday. They've lost 12 of their last 13 games. They've only scored 100 points 3 times in that stretch. The Bulls have won 6 straight and 22 of the last 25 at home in this series. Listen, even if Melo plays, he's only averaged 17.3 points in his last 3 games against Chicago. Do you think he has buyer's remorse? Another situation where a guy took a less enviable position because of the money. I mean, listen, yes, he grabbed the big money from the Knicks. What was it, a 5-year deal, $124 million reportedly. Bulls only offered $74 million. Could have went to Chicago. Could have been the man in Chicago. Instead, he's stuck with the Knicks. That's got to be buyer's remorse. Knicks are allowing 103.8 points per game on the road. The Bulls are averaging 105.6 points at home. Even with the injuries, I still think that you have to go with the Bulls. Golden State. I think you got to look for the Warriors to rebound tonight against the Thunder, but I'll be honest with you, I think this is going to be a nip-and-tuck game right to the very end, because the one thing the Thunder has is size and the ability to hit the boards, and that's what the Warriors don't have. Andrew Bogut is out now. David Lee is still out. This is an undersized team. Of course, the Warriors had won 16 straight before losing to Memphis on Tuesday. Second worst shooting percentage of the season in that game, 41.1%. And the lack of the inside game against Zach Randolph and Marcus Hall, that was very evident because they only shot 12 free throws. If you can't get the ball down low, you're not going to draw the fouls. That's the bottom line. They're playing just their 4th game of the month, though, however, Golden State at home. So they've won 8 out of 9 at home so far. Now, the Thunder started Kevin Durant's comeback by losing to New Orleans. Since then, they've won 7 in a row. But really, the only 2 quality teams they beat were the Cavaliers and the Suns, okay? And the Cavaliers game, that was the one with LeBron and Irving. You remember what happened in that one. The Suns, they're a sub-500 team. The rest of the wins came against the 76ers, the Pistons, the Bucks, the T-Wolves, the Kings. None of these teams are making the playoffs probably, you know what I mean? So, first time that these two played, Golden State won 91-86. And that was a game back on November 23rd in which Durant and Westbrook did not play. And lo and behold, what did they shoot in that game? 35.5%. But listen, Kevin Durant is not the Kevin Durant he was a year ago, at least not yet. He's only averaging 21.5 points since his return. I'm going to take a shot with Golden State as your other free NBA selection tonight. Now, in the NFL, you got a Jaguars offensive line that leads the NFL in sacks allowed at 62. Blake Bortles was sacked 8 times in Sunday's 20-12 loss to the Ravens. The other problem for Jacksonville, it doesn't matter who's been quarterbacking the team. They are 29th in the league in terms of third down conversion. 29th in the league. They're only converting 1 out of 3 third downs so far this season. They were 5 of 18 against the Ravens. But then again, the Ravens are a little better defensively than the Titans, okay? Because the Titans are last in the NFL among 32 teams in terms of third down defense. Their opponents are converting on 42% of their tries. Any game you handicap involving Jacksonville, you got to look at Blake Bortles, who's already been intercepted 17 times, okay? 17 times. Then again, you got to look at Tennessee and go, do you want to have your money on Charlie Whitehurst? Answer me that. Interesting total, third lowest total, tied for the third lowest total for the season. Of course, there's 2 games on Sunday, Buffalo, Oakland, and Seattle, Arizona, that are actually lower than those 2. Titans won the first meeting 16-14 at home in October. I say the Jaguars get revenge for no other reason than somebody's got to win the game, right? So, listen, lay the 3 to 3.5 points, buy down. Would I bet this game? If you paid me, I wouldn't bet this game, okay? Again, that's my pick there. Jaguars, I do think in the NBA, the better choice is the Chicago Bulls, and the secondary choice would be Golden State. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you all, and I'll catch you again tomorrow.